Hello viewers, today we are going to start a new chapter, study of weather. Before starting this chapter, we need to discuss about the definition of weather and climate. Both are closely related, but they are not same at all, right? So let's see the definition. What do you mean by weather? Weather is the condition of the atmosphere at a particular place over a very short period of time. Whereas climate is the long term pattern of weather in a particular area. A region's weather patterns, usually tracked for at least 35 years, are considered its climate. Right? So, this is the definition of weather and climate. Right? Now, we are going to discuss about the elements of weather. You can see here the temperature. So, we all know that the temperature refers to the degree of hotness or coldness of the air. It is measured by an instrument called thermometer. We all know that. Several factors are there. Actually, the temperature depends on the following factors like latitude, altitude, distance from the sea, ocean currents, winds, etc. Right? First factor is latitude. We all know that the equator passes through the middle of a globe. So the equatorial region gets the vertical sun ray throughout the year, and this is the hottest zone of the earth. Means the area lying between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn means 23.5 degree north and 23.5 degree south is very hot and is called the torrid zone, right? Towards the poles, the sun rays spread over a much wider area and their heat is distributed, right? The area lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole is never warm and is called the North Frigid Zone. On the other hand, the area that lies between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole is also cold and is known as South Frigid Zone. Right? In between the frigid zones and the torrid zone, there lie two other zones which are neither too hot nor too cold. These zones are called temperate zone. In the north, it is called the north temperate zone, and in the south, it is called the south temperate zone. Right? So, it is very clear that when we move away from the equator, the temperature goes on decreasing. Okay. Come to the next point, distance from the sea. A place near the sea is usually neither very hot nor very cold. On the other hand, a place far away from the sea is usually very cold in winter and very hot in summer. For example, Delhi is hotter in summer and colder in winter than Mumbai and Chennai, which are near the sea, right? So, the climate which is greatly influenced by the sea is called maritime climate. For example, Japan and Sri Lanka have a maritime climate. On the other hand, the places that are at a distance from the sea do not experience the moderating effect of the sea. The climate of such places as Siberia, Tibet is called continental type of climate. Other factors are ocean currents, winds, etc. Ocean currents. So at first we need to know the definition of ocean currents. Ocean currents means the regular and directional movement of sea water is called ocean currents. Two types of ocean currents are there, warm and cold ocean currents. Warm currents move from lower latitudes towards higher latitudes, whereas cold currents move from higher latitudes to lower latitudes and lower the temperatures of places along the coast in lower latitudes. So, ocean currents is a major factor, right? Winds. The direction from which the wind blows determines whether that wind will be cool or warm. If the wind blows from a direction where the temperature of the air is cool, the winds will be cool. On the other hand, winds blowing from hot regions increase the temperature of the area over which they blow. For example, you can write Lu. Lu is an example of a hot, dry local wind which originates in the desert in the northwestern part of the Indian subcontinent. It blows over parts of the Great Plains of India during summer season. Cloud cover is an important factor. The amount of solar radiation and the amount of terrestrial radiation are affected by the presence of clouds. Days with clear skies are very hot and nights quite cold. The presence of clouds during the day reduces the amount of insolation. Insolation means incoming solar radiation. At night, clouds prevent the terrestrial radiation from escaping and so raise the air temperature. That's why on a cloudy night in summer, the weather becomes quite hot and uncomfortable. So, cloud cover is an important factor, right? Next factor, slope and its aspect. In the northern hemisphere, all the south-facing slope receive the direct sun ray. On the other hand, in the southern hemisphere, all the north-facing slopes receive more sunlight than the south-facing slopes. Look at the diagram, then it will be clear to you. Atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure means, atmospheric pressure is the pressure that the atmosphere exerts on the surface of the earth because of its weight. There is a very close relationship between pressure and temperature. In simple words, increasing temperature causes an increase in the atmospheric pressure and vice versa. The atmospheric pressure is measured by an instrument. It's called barometer. Atmospheric pressure is not the same everywhere and varies from time to time.